I'm not sure that I'm going to survive much longer. It's so hard to force myself to get up in the mornings because when I first wake up, I feel miserable and I feel depressed because everything is a struggle now. And it's like, here comes all the pain, here comes all the exhaustion. But I know it's just the start of the misery to get through the day. And every day it gets harder to breathe, harder to move, harder to live. I hate it. And when I think about how bad things have gotten, it just depresses me. Because my weight isn't just destroying my life. It's affecting the people that I love because of the burden it puts on them. Hey, babe?
Yes, sir.
Especially my husband, because he has to help me do just about everything.
What do you want me to?
No water.
Okay.
Rick's oldest daughter lives with us too, but I don't want my weight to mess up her life and her opportunities. So Rick is the one who has the burden of caring for me all day, every day. Because I can barely make it a few feet just to get somewhere where I can sit down. It's absolutely humiliating to have to rely on someone else just to do basic things, like getting up or using the bathroom. But the scariest part is sitting in somewhere small and realizing that I'm almost too big to fit in most places. And I'm worried that one day I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm not going to be able to fit in the toilet. But I honestly did never think I'd be this big. I think I've even said to myself before that if I ever got that big, either I'd kill myself or it would never happen. Hey, babe?
Yes. Good job. Okay. Come on out.
And I'm ashamed of having to have my husband help me wipe. I can't believe that I've let my weight destroy my life. And it's also putting a strain on my marriage. Because I know this isn't what Rick thought his life would be when he married me.
It's difficult to have to take care of Brianne day in and day out. But it really killed it at times. Because she seems like she's only getting worse instead of trying to get better. Alright, you're good. And it's like I'm taking care of that child.
I'm not even living anymore because the simplest things completely wipe me out. And on days that I take showers, it's like I feel like I can't do anything else. It takes so much out of me, and afterwards, I'm so tired and sore because it's a lot on my body to try to be on my feet for that long. I can't just go in the shower, do what I have to do, get out. I have to stop and take breaks. So I have a chair that I sit on, but I also lean on it because there's just so much weight pulling down on my body that it gets really painful. And my back feels like it's gonna give out. But when it gets to the point when I can't stand any longer, I know I have to hurry. So I try to clean myself quickly. By the time I'm done, I just have to lay down. Because I feel exhausted in every way. all of this over with so I can finally eat something. But I have a lymphoma mass under my stomach that's gotten really big, that weighs a lot, and it hurts. It gets in the way all the time, and I hate it. But it rubs under my stomach and causes me the most pain. So I have to have moisturizer put in between my folds, or I'll still chafe and blister in those spots. So Rick has to help me again. So my life is very exhausting, and it's just hard for me. I'm really miserable. Ready?
Okay.
At this point, food is the only reason I get up. And I know as soon as I make it to my recliner, I don't have to get up or do anything else for the rest of the day. And I can finally rest. And I can't wait for the first bite of something that will make me forget all about the pain and misery of my life.
Good afternoon.
Hi, it's Bree. Can I place an order?
Yes, you may.
Can we get a loaded fries? We'll try the Barnyard sandwich, double cheeseburger.
The double cheeseburger?
Yeah, with cheddar, the brisket, sliders, and can you add bacon?
Plus bacon?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Getting the fast food for Brie, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I want to make her happy, but I want her to lose weight. See you in a bit. I want her to be healthy, but, it's the instant wanting to make her happy at that moment that I think overrides a lot. And I'm sure I could probably say, no, let's not do that, let's have a salad. But I know if I push her on it, she's going to get angry, and we're going to fight. So, I just do it.
Food has caused all the things I hate about myself, but it's the only thing I've ever had in my life that have helped me deal with the things that have happened to me. And I don't know where to even begin to change that. When I was really young, I didn't really struggle with food. In my earliest childhood, I was just a happy baby, happy kid. Things were normal for the most part. But that changed as I got older. My dad was in the Air Force, so he was gone a lot. So my earliest memories are mostly of me and my mom. And it wasn't until I was 5 that my dad started being around more. But that's when my mom had my younger brother. And then the next year, she had my sister, and with 2 newborns in a year. I remember it felt like my dad just didn't have time for me. And as I got older, it seemed like they had this connection that my dad and I didn't have. So, my dad and I really didn't get along. And I always felt like he didn't love me, and that he loved my brother and sister more than me. And when I was 13, me and my brother and sister all went for a bike ride. And for some reason, my dad was upset about it. So we all got sent to our rooms, and my brother and sister got a spanking. And then he came to my room, and he was just telling me I'm an awful person, calling me fat. And at that moment, I remember feeling like he really hates me. And I was just heartbroken. But it felt like it was my whole family against me, even with my mom, because she never stood up for me or helped. So around that time is when I started putting on weight, because when no one else was there for me, food was. And in just a year's time, I had gone from being a little over 100 pounds to being around 180 pounds. But because I was starting to get a little chubby and overweight, my dad figured out I was stealing food, and he was fuming mad. So my dad took his gun lock and put it on the fridge, and my whole family had a key to it except me. And he even told my siblings not to let me in there. But that all made me want to eat more. So I was still gaining a lot of weight. And I was already almost 300 pounds by the time I was 16. And it kept creeping up higher and higher. But my weight gain made my dad even angrier with me. Sometimes he'd call me names like fat ass, and it really hurt my feelings. So I couldn't wait to graduate high school so I could move away from it. But things got worse for me because as soon as I turned 18, I moved out of my parents' house. And I went hog wild. I did what I wanted. And I started partying and drinking a lot. And one night, a group of guys who I thought were my friends, they kept, trying to get me into a room with them. And I kind of didn't want to. I wanted to stay with everybody else and dance and have fun. But they ended up pushing me into the room. And, they raped me. After I was raped, I definitely started eating more. That all happened when I was 19, and I was already over 350 pounds at that point. But after that, I started gaining even more. And I was well over 450 pounds by the time I turned 20. But my life continued to get even worse from there. And one night at a party, I met a guy. And we started sleeping together, and I wound up pregnant. At first, I was scared about being pregnant. And then I was really, really excited. And I couldn't wait. I think because there was going to be somebody that would always love me. But I told my mom that I was pregnant, and that's basically when my dad cut all ties with me. And he hasn't spoken to me in about 11 years. But I had a miscarriage, and then after that, the guy was depressed, and I just wanted to leave. And my grandparents lived in Vegas, and so I called them. So I asked if I could move in with them, and they said yes. So my mom bought me a plane ticket, and I left to go to Las Vegas. But I thought when I moved there that it could be a clean start for me. I was 21 and getting close to being 500 pounds, so I know my weight was starting to get out of control. But my eating didn't slow down, and I also fell back into partying a lot too. But there was one really good thing that happened to me because of my move. I started working at a convenience store, and that's when I met Rick. He was my security officer in the store, and we worked 8 hours a day together. So we naturally started getting closer and closer, and then all of a sudden, one day he asked me if I wanted to go out on a date, and I was like, sure.
When I first met Brianne, we got to know each other a little bit. And we would flirt in the store sometimes. But, I wasn't necessarily attracted to her body, but Bri is a fun-loving, big-hearted person.
I was 22 at the time, and Rick was 52. But I just fell in love with him, and I didn't care about the age difference. And that he had a daughter from a previous marriage named Katrina that he was raising. In fact, when he introduced me to Katrina, who at the time was 12, I saw myself in her, and I wanted her to have somebody to look up to and to love. Having Rick and Katrina in my life made me feel like I finally had the family I always wanted. It was wonderful. Brianne stepped up and became a person that I needed to be my mom. And her weight didn't really matter to me, but she started slowly getting more and more and more and getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Over the next few years, I got so big that it started to affect my ability to get around. And I remember it was shortly after I turned 25 that I crossed the 600-pound mark and had to start using an electric scooter wherever I went because I couldn't walk on my own for very long anymore. And that meant I had to quit my job. So then Rick had to support all of us. And at that point is when we all decided to move to Oregon because it was more affordable. And I ended up sitting around a lot, doing nothing except eating. And that's pretty much been my life for the last 5 years. I spend most of my day in my chair because it's too hard to do anything. I can't keep going like this, but I can't stop eating. Food is like what I look forward to every day because it's something that makes me happy in a world where I can't go out and be happy. And what I love about eating is it never lets me down. And I feel like whatever I might have been in before I started eating, it's gone. And I feel happy. So I never want to stop.
When I watch her eat, it bothers me. I feel sad for her, and I know maybe a little bit of disgust eating that much.
I know my eating is affecting my whole family now. I'm especially worried for Katrina because she's been gaining weight. She might not be eating as much, but she does eat what I eat. And I don't want her to end up like me. Would you like anything to eat? Are you hungry?
I'm really hungry.
I love my mom so very much. She is my only mom as far as I'm concerned. I might have a burrito too with the taquitos if you don't mind. With cheese and salsa too. Okay. And I'm scared because she is eating herself to her grave. And it hurts. I've already had my biological mom leave me. And so if she dies, I don't know what I'd do. When I got married to Rick, I wanted to be there for Katrina and be the mom she never had. But I'm not able to do that because I won't stop eating. And I'm definitely hurting Rick because he doesn't need the stress of wondering if he's gonna wake up and find me dead. And last year he actually had a heart attack and had to have open heart surgery. So having to do as much as he does physically is hard on him. So I know, I definitely feel like I'm letting my eating habits destroy everything that's precious to me. But when I'm eating, I just don't care. Well, I'm gonna go. Have a good day at work. Alrighty. Love you. I'll see you when you get back.
I need Brianne more than she knows. I can't imagine being without her. She's my soulmate. And my worst fear is that if she doesn't get the help she needs, she's not gonna live. I don't even want to think of having to bury her.
At this point, I am definitely putting nails in my coffin. Me and Rick are packing right now because we're going to Houston to see Dr. Now. I know I have to do something drastic at this point, or I won't be around longer. It's a long trip from Oregon to Houston, so I have to go by plane. There's just no way I'd make it in a car for that long on the road. So I'm trying to make this trip as short as possible. Make sure I can pass this first. So I've got your ticket, my 3 tickets. This is gonna be embarrassing. It's been over 10 years since I've been on a plane. So I'm nervous about how this is gonna go. And if I'm gonna be able to even do it fit. So we're flying in today to Houston. Tomorrow we'll meet with Dr. Nazarnan, and then we should be home. It'll be really, really early Friday morning.
Okay.
So just pray everything goes good with Dr. Now, because it's my last shot.
Yeah. Well, I hope you get approved.
Me too. I think I might have some of that leftover pizza from last night. Can you heat up that pizza for me?
Yeah.
Might eat some of that and then take some of it for the road.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that for you.
Thanks, sweetie.
Ready? Love you.
Love you too. I'm pushing myself to do this because I don't want to give up, no matter how hard or scary this is going to be. I want to be here for Rick and Katrina. And losing the weight and getting my life back is the only way I'm going to be able to do that. But it's all just going to be really hard on me physically. You got him in there?
Yep, ready?
So I just hope I can actually make it all the way there. And that this all isn't for nothing, because Dr. Now ends up telling me that he can't help. Hold up the fork.
There are a few things that have me a little worried because I feel like she's psyching herself out and that she might let her anxiety get the better of her. And I'm afraid that she'll see all these people looking at her and she'll get discouraged and back out last minute. Love you, Dad.
Love you.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, sweetie.
See you guys later. I do feel like Mom has the determination to do it, and I know that she can do it, but sometimes she talks herself out of stuff. So I'm worried that she would give up.
So how are you feeling, man?
I'm pretty nervous. And then I think I'm a little bit worried about getting a wheelchair to the airport. That's always been a problem for us. We get somewhere and they're like, yeah, we got wheelchairs. And they've got like tiny wheelchairs for people that like you can barely sit in.
Then we'll get a baggage card.
That's not even funny, because what if we do? What if we do have to get a baggage card? Jeez, babe. I hope that this whole trip isn't a big mistake. It's not just getting to Houston that has me on edge, though. My mom and dad actually moved down there 8 years ago. And my mom said she'd come with me and help me get to Dr. Knopf's once they get there. Hi, I needed a plus-size wheelchair over in Valet. Okay, we'll put one out there. Thank you. But it's been 4 years since we've seen each other. And I don't know how she's going to react to how big I am now. So I'm really nervous about a lot of stuff. And I just hope I can make this trip. Is this... Okay, let me see. I'm already feeling winded. And my back and my knees are killing me. But I'm gonna just focus on what I need to do. And not think about how humiliating it is to have to be pushed through the airport.
You got 45 left in this. Maybe you'll have to get up and get Willie's back on board.
But the problem will be if I can't fit, because I won't have the energy to get back to my wheelchair. And if that happens, we're gonna have a big
Sit up there.
I can't, these don't go up. Now I just hope I can make it all the way there. Because I don't really have a choice. It's a direct flight, so I only have to make it 3.5 hours. And hopefully the worst of all this is behind me. Can you give me some of that piece of that cat food? I'm not feeling well, and I'm scared this is taking too much out of me. So I don't know how I'm gonna make it, but I'm trying to not panic and just hold on. This whole trip has been so much harder than I thought, and I'm in a lot of pain. So I have to get out of these seats and off this plane. But I'm completely out of energy. My body has been put through too much to be able to do much more. And I'm not sure if I would have done this if I had known what this was going to be like. Really uncomfortable now because they don't have chairs with no sides and we're waiting on a wheelchair. I'm just in a lot of pain. Babe, can you move me out so it's not like in the front of everybody, please? Honey, don't tell me to calm down. You be uncomfortable as I am. Not gonna make it in this. Me and Rick should have driven. Because I'm also worried about how hard this trip is for him because of his heart condition. And I don't want him to push himself. If anything were to happen to him because of this trip, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself. So I'm trying not to put too much on him. But now that I'm here, I'm just focusing on getting what we need done. Man, that sucks. I just want to get this over with. Oh my gosh. And I really, really hope this all pays off when I see Dr. Now tomorrow. Because if it doesn't, I don't think I'll be able to handle it. Thank you guys so much. But right now, I just really need to get to the hotel and get in bed. Because I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Babe, I'm really hungry. Can we stop off and get a burrito?
Yes.
I want like a big burrito, babe, with steak, refried beans, sour cream, the works, you know? Give me a quesadilla too. I'm feeling really hungry, and I'm already like kind of stressing out about tomorrow when I fly home. Because I feel like I barely was able to manage to sit for the 3 hours I was just on. This is amazing.
Burritos huge.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Today's been a really long day, so I'm pretty exhausted. My ankles are really swollen to the point where they are like throbbing, and I just want to get to the hotel. hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. I see Dr. Now for my first appointment, and my mom, who I haven't seen in a long time. So I'm nervous, but right now, I'm gonna cling to the hope that I'm gonna get the help I need, and that goes well. Because if it doesn't, then this will have all been for nothing. I feel like I could use a lot more sleep, because I'm still sore from yesterday. But I have to get to my appointment with Dr. Now, and my mom will be here any minute. But the last time I saw her, I was in the upper 400s. So I'm nervous about how she's going to react at how big I am now.
Brianne, all that weight is crushing your insides. You can die. I'm just scared for you.
I am too.
Because I love you so much and I want you to be successful and you gotta do it. Even if you need this help, this push from the doctor, you gotta do it, Brianne. I'm not ready I don't want you to go yet.
I don't want to die.
I don't want you to die either. That's why I'm here. I'm heartbroken seeing her like this. She's so overweight. The last time I saw her that I'm afraid she's going to die. But I don't want her to die.
I just hope this all goes well. My biggest worry is that I let myself go so far to the point where Dr. Now can't help me. So I just hope I'm still in the 600s. But my future and my whole life is riding on how this appointment goes. Brianne, yes? And if it ends up like I fear, and Dr. Now thinks for any reason that he can't help me, then it will literally be a death sentence for me. I finally made it to Dr. Now's to try and get his help, and I'm about to find out what I weigh. I just hope I'm still in the 600s. This is the heaviest I've ever weighed. That's a lot of weight, crushing all my organs and bones. I could die. And I pray that I'm not too big for Dr. Now to help. It's really scary. I was hoping it would be less.
Just, it's bad.
Come in.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Get in there.
Alright, I'm Dr. Nazarda.
I'm Bree.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Nice to meet you.
And you are?
The mom.
Mom.
And I'm Bree's husband, Rick.
Okay, nice to meet you guys. Alright, so Brianne, you made it all the way down from Oregon. How you feeling?
Okay.
That's good. And today you weigh in at 742 pounds, huh? Alright, and you're 30 years old? Is this the highest weight you have been? This is it? So what do you think got you to this weight?
My eating. Fast food.
Fast food? So what do you eat for breakfast?
Sometimes we have like frozen burritos and stuff like that, or we might buy like the breakfast food that's easy, and then after that I'm settled for a little bit, and then I'll snack throughout the day.
What do you snack?
It's mostly like chips and just crap.
Chips and who gets that for you?
He'll go out and get it.
What fast food does he get for you?
Burgers, or sometimes he'll pick up food from a restaurant, pizza.
Okay, then do you keep eating after that?
I'll probably snack again later on, and then I wake up and do it all over again.
Alright, so to summarize in your own words, you eat crap all day, then you go back to bed, and no activity or exercise, and that's it, that's a life. Does that sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
With how big you are, you're barely able to walk, so you're very close right now to becoming bedridden. And you pointed out that Rick is the one who brings you food. So he's your enabler, right?
I guess.
So Rick, you get all this stuff because you think it's good for her, or
Basically because it's easy and I don't want to hear her complain.
so you help her to get herself with food so she doesn't get upset. But if you love her, then you're gonna help her stop doing this. You got that?
Yes, sir.
To be over 700 pounds at Brianne's age means she's been eating pathologically for a while now. So breaking her off that habit is not going to be easy. But she's at a very critical point right now, because the fact that she's being this heavy while she's young is the only reason her body has been able to still get around and function for the time it has. So if she doesn't start to make the changes she needs, that's all going to change rapidly very soon. Brianne, you're 30 years old and over 700 pounds. The weight next up 800?
I don't want it to be.
Well, right now you're headed to one of two scenarios. You're either gonna make it up to 800 pounds and become completely ridden soon, at which point you won't survive much longer. That's the end of it. The other scenario is you're not gonna even make it to that point, and your body is gonna give out in the next few months. So you're running out of time right now, okay? Your only hope is to change now. So how motivated you are to make the changes?
I'm very motivated.
So I'm gonna give you some stuff. It's a 100 calorie a day diet that is high in protein and low carb that I want you to start on immediately. You throw away all the junk food, no sugary drink, and you only eat 3 times a day. You start doing some exercises. 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the afternoon. If you do all that, you're going to be easily able to lose 120 pounds in 2 months. And Rick, no more enabling. Yeah, it's going to be like a drug addict coming out of withdrawal. She's going to have some shakes and all those things. But
Yes, sir.
okay, the last thing is at your weight, Brianne, it is not safe for you to be traveling as far as you did every time. So if I accept you into my program, you will need to move down to Houston. Are you willing to do that?
100%.
Good. You need to take this seriously, and you have to take action now, because you're running out of time.
So you're gonna help me?
Yes. If you show me you're willing to work hard, but everything starts with you. You're gonna have to take first step, okay? I'll see you in 2 months.
Thank you, Dr. Nazarene.
This isn't going to be easy for BM, because there are likely significant issues that she's going to have to deal with. But she also has an enabling husband and a family dynamic that will have to be changed in order for her to have the support she needs. But if she doesn't start to lose weight now, things are about to get very bad for her.
I'm glad I had the chance to do this program. But I'm a little scared because I know this is going to be hard. And losing 120 pounds seems impossible. But I don't want to keep gaining. and eat myself to death. But at least there's some hope, as long as I hit the goal. So I'm gonna focus on that to motivate me, no matter how hard it is. Because I have no other choice. If I don't, I'm gonna die, and I don't wanna die. These past 4 weeks have probably been the hardest of my life. Not only have I given up all the foods I like and stuck to Dr. Now's diet religiously, but I've made the hard decision to move to Houston without Rick or Kat.
Don't start packing the truck.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Dr. Now says I can't be on my own right now, but with my parents there, my mom agreed to help and come by every day to make sure I have what I need. And we found an apartment I can afford for a year. So I'm doing this.
You gonna put those up front, hon?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's literally the hardest thing I've done in my whole life. Because I don't know how long it'll be before I see them once I'm down there. And I don't know how I'm going to be away from my family like this for at least a year. My pink dresser. Okay. And probably my red blanket on top of there too.
You don't want that inside the cab? Because it's way here at the back. So if you're gonna want it during the road trip, sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Rick insists on helping me down to Houston, but I'm worried about him doing too much. And the strain on his heart. Because he's feeling weak and run down a lot. So Mary said she'd come with us and help. Can you put that in the cooler? Yeah. Kat wants to, but she has to work and can't get off. So it's just gonna be the three of us taking a road trip down. You're a pro.
He is.
You're good. You're awesome. I love you.
We'll make it happen.
Hey, I said I love you.
I love you too.
I love you more than pizza.
I hope so. Alright. Way to go.
Take care of my babies in the middle. I will.
Alright, sweetie.
I love you. I love you too. Alrighty.
We'll see you.
This is going to be about a 5-day drive, and I'm worried about being on the road for that long. But I'm hoping all the exercise I've been doing will help me to be able to go longer and handle more this time. But if something goes wrong while we're on the road, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just hope I can handle it. And the same for Rick. After 6 days on the road, we finally made it to Houston. It took us a day longer than we thought, so it's been a really long trip. And I've had some stomach pain, and I've also been a little queasy. So I'm ready to just be off the road. Mom says stay in middle lane. Everything go okay? I'm really tired. And I'm worried about the strain of all this traveling on Rick too. When he's not doing well, he hides it because he wants to be there for me and take care of me. But now that we're in Houston, once we're finished getting me all moved my mom meals because I'm working hard to stick to Dr. Now's diet. Because I know how important it is to make it to my goal and that I get approved for surgery on my next appointment. So I'm ready to keep working hard and do this. My mom and me are headed to see Dr. Now for my follow-up appointment to find out if I hit my goal or not. But so far, it's been a horrible day. Everything that can go wrong seems like it's going wrong. My greatest fear moving down here was that something would happen with Rick, and he would have an issue with his heart, and I'd be too far away to be there for him. And that's what's happening right now, because Rick thinks he's having a heart attack. So he's at the hospital waiting to find out if he is. But I have no idea what's going on. So I'm just freaking out a little bit. And on top of all, the queasiness and stomach pain I had when I got down here has only gotten worse. So I'm worried that the stress of everything is getting to me.
Brianne, Diaz?
But the only thing to make this day worse is to find out I'm not getting weight loss surgery. And I'm down here going through all of this away from Rick for nothing. But I've done everything I feel like I can because at my last appointment, I was shocked to find out that I had gotten up to 742 pounds. And Doc told me I had to lose 120 pounds in 2 months. So that means I need to have made it down to 622 today. I can't believe it. I could feel I was losing weight, but I still had no idea what kind of progress I was making, and if I was anywhere close to my goal. So seeing how much I lost is just exhilarating. But I'm still worried about Rick.
You gonna call Rick?
Hey babe, how are you feeling?
I'm still got pain in my chest. And the pain started to go away. I felt really good, and it started coming back. So
Crap.
I'm in ICU until they figure out what's going on.
I'm not ready yet for you to go.
Me neither.
Well, I got some good news.
Yeah.
I just weighed in.
Yeah.
I weighed in at 604.
Alright, awesome. Good job.
Thanks, babe.
I'll give you a call later, okay then?
Okay, I love you.
I love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sounds better though.
Come in.
Hey, Brianne, how are you?
I'm having a pretty crappy birthday.
Okay, well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
But what's wrong? I know the issue is not your weight loss because you made it down to 604 today. And that's a weight loss of 138 pounds in 2 months. So that's great.
That's a double fist. Yeah, another one.
Alright. So what are you dealing with that's keeping you from celebrating your weight loss and your birthday today?
My stomach hurts a lot, and Rick, my husband, is in the hospital because of chest pains. And I'm throwing up, but when I throw up, it's like just foam, liquid.
I'm sorry to hear about Rick. I hope he's okay. And normally with your weight loss, I would be approving you for your weight loss surgery. But I'm gonna send you to the hospital right now because if you can't keep anything done, it could be very serious. And at your weight, one little thing can push your body over the edge, and that would be it. So this is an issue that may be life-threatening for you.
Hang on a second, I need a book.
I should take him to the hospital. And I'll meet you there. Okay? Whatever is going on, we need to address it quickly. After running some tests, we were able to determine that Brianne currently is suffering from some food poisoning. So it's relatively minor, but it's still something to take seriously for someone her size. Because even something that normally will be a minor issue can be the final straw for a body that is already under so much strain with all that weight. But with her here in the hospital, it would be easy to treat.
Hey Brianne, how are you?
So, I like the way you look in the office, so we got you in here to make sure everything's okay. But, I just got lab report back that you have a little bit of food poisoning. But part of living on your own is learning you can't leave food out for too long. Usually, if food stays outside and bacteria grow on it and give you food poisoning, you have to be careful. What did you eat? Anything,
Shrimp.
That will do it. So we'll give you some ibuprofen.
Perfect.
And in there too, you should be back to normal, okay?
Okay.
And once you fully recovered and you're back to your baseline in a couple of weeks, we'll set you up for a weight loss surgery, okay?
Yes.
And we gotta schedule it for next month to give you a little bit more time to recover. But you started over 700 pounds. You come a long way in it. You lost 138 pounds, huh? So, that's very good. And I'm proud of you and your partners. So just keep up the good work and you keep here for a couple of days and get you going home and then we'll follow up in a couple of weeks, okay?
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you later, okay?
You know.
Alright. I think Brianne's ready for this next big set. As long as she continues to stay on track this next month and doesn't do anything to start training again or mess up her progress before her surgery.
I'm so relieved. And I'm ecstatic that I'm finally going to get my weight loss surgery. And I can't wait to tell Rick, because I'm hoping he'll be able to come down and be with me when I have the operation. It's been about 2 months since I've seen him. And with everything that's happened with his heart yesterday and what I've been through, I just desperately need to hold him. But I'm proud that I made it to this point and all my hard work is paying off. Right now, me, Rick, and my mom are headed to the hospital because I'm getting weight loss surgery today. And I'm really excited about it. So I'm just glad that this day is finally here and that I have Rick back with me.
Hello.
Hello, Dan.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Tired.
Tired?
I didn't sleep.
Oh, you didn't sleep. We're gonna let you sleep during the surgery, okay? You ready for this? Find out how you're gonna do it, huh?
Yep.
Alright, great.
But I had a boo-boo.
What happened?
I had a last I had meatballs and fried calamari.
We never got her birthday celebration because, you know, she's meant it here. And I'm like, she won't be able to eat any of these foods anymore. And
Well, your weight loss is still good, so we'll get you fixed up, okay?
Yes.
Alright, great. Alright, we'll get you started in a minute, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Doctor, now.
Okay.
I know how much I need this because it'll give me the life I've always dreamed of. And I've waited my whole life for this. I'm not gonna mess it up. I just know it'll be hard.
Today we're attempting to perform a gastric sleeve of Brianne. And as always, we have to be very careful because doing any sort of operation with a person her size is very high risk. So even anesthesia can put too much strain on their body and can lead to a situation where their heart stops or they no longer are able to breathe. Go up. She has a really thick abdominal wall, makes it difficult to maneuver the instruments. So we need to limit the duration of the surgery, and if you have any indication that's going to happen, we will have to end the operation early for safety. But if we complete the surgery, this will be a big help for Brianne. Because gastric sleeve is an operation that reduces the stomach by 90%, leaving a long skinny tube that looks like a sleeve. So the patient's food intake is physically limited, and this will give them an opportunity to begin losing weight long term.
Right now, I'm really anxious. It's just very difficult for me to sit here waiting for a doctor now to finish up with Brie. And I'm well aware that there's a risk in any kind of surgery that's done. But Brie means everything to me. She's the love of my life. So I'm hoping that the surgery goes well.
Okay, the stomach is separated, so we can remove it. I got it. Good, and just gradually take it out. Keep going. Good. This is a huge stomach. Looks good. Okay, can you turn the room light on? Let's close it up. Alright, we're done. Alright, be usual because of her thick stomach muscle and abdominal wall, but we were able to complete her operation safely. So this will be a big help for her now. And now that she has had this operation, she should be able to lose another 40 pounds, the first one after surgery. Then settle into losing around 30 pounds each month after that, until she gets close to her target weight. She did great, working hard and losing a lot of weight the past few months. But eventually she will start to gain again, even with the aid of weight loss surgery, if she doesn't deal with her emotional issues that have been driving her to eat. So if she doesn't, then it will be just a matter of time before she starts to gain again and get back up to over 700 pounds.
Since my weight loss surgery, and my recovery has been good. The first couple of weeks it was hard to do a lot, so Rick decided to stay down longer. It's been really nice being with him. But now that I've pretty much recovered, Rick is heading back to Oregon, and I wanted to go out and celebrate how much I can do now and spend the whole day with him.
This is gonna be like one of our last hurrahs for a while, huh? Should be fun.
Babe, I'd have fun with you in a cardboard box.
Depends on what came in the box.
What? I know I've only lost 200 pounds, but I can already do a lot more. And I saw there's this double-decker bus tour of downtown Houston. That wasn't on the list of things to do when I lost weight, but it is now.
Ready to go do this?
Do it! So Rick and I are just gonna have fun and enjoy a taste of the new life I'm working so hard for.
I wonder if they're gonna show us St. Joseph's Medical Center.
Sure.
So you wanna go up the top?
Alright, try it. Hopefully you can make it. Yeah, these are steep.
Thank you so much for your patience. My name is Antonio and I'm going to be your tour guide today, and I'm going to start the tour in a couple of minutes. Before we start, I would like to mention that our drones inside the vehicle all the time.
You did it, Ellen. I'm gonna sit behind you, okay?
Okay. Alrighty, my friends, from Houston. We're going to start the tour. So rule number 1. Since this is a British bus, you have to wait. So, be polite, be very royal. Alright? So welcome, you are in the 4th largest city of the US and the largest city in the southern states. Over there to the right, that is the home of the Houston Rockets, a professional basketball team.
Got paid by the Warriors.
So don't expect to see very old structures in Houston because Houston is a very young city. It was built in 1836.
I'm grateful that I get this time with Rick. And I'm very sad he's leaving and that I'm going to be alone again. So these next few months are going to be tough. Because Dr. Now said I needed to start therapy if I wanted to be able to stay on track and keep making progress. And that he was going to set up appointments with a therapist for me. And I know starting that isn't going to be easy. Because it means I'll be talking about a lot of hard stuff. But I love the direction my life is going now.
You have fun?
Oh yeah. Hopefully you enjoy the tour. Thank you again, and God bless you. Just watch your step and try to cross from the corner.
You ready?
Houston's pretty cool. A lot of neat architecture, that's
Yeah. I did it.
Good job.
It's been so long since I've been able to do anything like this. I finally feel like I have the chance at the life I want. And I don't want to jeopardize losing this. I've had a taste of hope. So as hard as it will be to say goodbye to Rick again and start doing things like talk about my past, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure days like today become normal for me. So I just hope I'm strong enough. Today I'm going to be meeting with a therapist, and I'm really emotional right now. After Rick left, I've been on my own, so I've been extremely lonely. And that's made it a little harder to build up the courage to go to therapy. So I've been avoiding it a little. But I had another appointment with Dr. Now, and I'm still losing, but not as much. He told me if I wanted to stay on track, I need to do this now.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Dr. Paradise, come on in. You can have a seat right over there. So, good to meet you. I want to start by finding out a little bit about you.
I started my weight loss journey at over 700 pounds.
Okay.
I've lost over 200.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what was childhood like for you?
My parents, they were in the military. They worked a lot.
Okay.
And my dad, he kind of worked all over the place.
He traveled a lot?
Well, he did do a couple tours, out of the country, where he was gone for about 14 months. So just my mom and my brother and sister and I.
Interesting. Do you remember what that was like for you?
Yeah, as I got older, I'd say like middle school, the end of middle school to high school, my relationship with my dad really turned. We just clashed all the time.
So it was things like talking back to him?
Like, I don't know if it was something I did or something that I was doing, but I just felt like my dad just didn't like me or love me as much as my brother and sister.
So what gave you that impression?
There was times where, like, he would say things that would really, affect me.
Things about your weight?
Yeah, and it just made me feel like I wasn't loved.
Okay.
There was one time when he came into my room, and I just remember his face, and I just felt like he hated me. I mean, he had to have hated me to call me names like, fat names. And
that's how a kid like you would understand that, right? Where was your mom when this was happening?
She wouldn't be there. She'd be at work, but she'd be like, Brianne, you're wrong. You should not be talking back, or you shouldn't be doing this, or...
Basically saying that she's choosing him over you.
No way.
How do you think that affected your behavior after that?
I was so angry, but also just done. So I didn't care anymore.
Where does it stand with your dad now?
We don't have a relationship. The last time I saw my dad was 2007.
Tell me about the last interaction with your dad.
I don't remember.
I kind of wonder if he was sitting right there, what would you guys be talking about?
I would just tell him how much I miss him.
So moving forward from here, you have a lot of hopes of putting things back together with your whole family. I actually think, and this is going to be your homework, I think learning to stick up for yourself a little bit might be really helpful. And I know it must be a challenge given the history of your family to think that like sticking up for yourself would be helpful, but I wonder what would happen if you share with them some of the impact of your childhood on how your life went. Talking to your mom is probably a big step. Could you open up about all the stuff we talked about to her?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
And my guess is there may be an opportunity to talk with your dad about this at some point.
At some point, I think.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to participate for you to do this work.
Yeah.
And if you came away from this meeting today really believing that you deserve to be treated well, I think that would be a huge victory. It would change the way you interact with everybody in a positive way. So you've got a lot of thinking to do and a lot of work to do, but you're getting there. Good. Great to talk to you.
Great to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you. I know I needed to do this, but this was so hard, which is what I was scared of. And just the thought of even talking to my mom, much less my father, even if it's down the road, terrifies me. But this is something I have to do if I want to ever break the cycle that always leads me to food. So this is going to be a big challenge. And I just hope it doesn't all go horribly wrong and end up making things even worse. Since my therapy appointment, I've been working up the courage to do what Dr. Paradise said about standing up for myself and to start facing some of the emotional things from my past that have been tied to eating for me. So I asked my mom to help me run some errands and then get some lunch with me, hoping we could talk. But between paying bills and going to the store and some minor car trouble earlier, the day has already been a little stressful. So I'm terrified about how this is gonna go.
Oh, shoot, that hurt. Got a ramp.
Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome.
Was it over there?
Sure.
Okay. Watch this.
All right. Wow.
And I have room. You got enough room?
Yeah. Can I get you some?
unsweetened tea with maybe lemon.
Of course, any appetizer or anything like that?
Well, I can have baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush.
It's very good.
Yeah, let's try it.
Sounds good. I'll
Thank
be
you
right
so
out.
much.
Don't you have to, when you eat, be careful, because you don't want to get back to where you were. You already lost a, look at you. You're smaller now than when I saw you in Oregon.
Really? You think?
Yeah.
I know, I've come a long way, and I want to keep that going. But to do that, my therapist says I need to deal with some things. And that's kind of something that I've been wanting to talk to you about, just to kind of get it off my chest, like growing up. I felt like I only really had myself to depend on. And I've just felt like Dad didn't love me.
I can see that.
But I didn't understand why you didn't do something to stop how he treated me.
I don't know. I can't answer that.
The one where I felt like Dad just hated me was when we were all riding bikes and he got mad. And I just remember he said every name in the book, and I still remember, the look, I never got that out. And you came upstairs and you were pissed. But you still didn't do anything.
How old were you? Teenager?
I think I was 12, 13.
We were young. I mean, it's not an excuse. We learned from our mistakes. And we both had very stressful jobs. Then when you get home, if you held it in, and one little stressor can make that whole gate flood.
Yeah. And I understand that as an adult. I understand that. But I'm your kid. It was your job to protect me, and you didn't.
I'm sorry you felt that way.
But I still remember, that's what made me feel like he hated me. And before that, I thought I had you. And I feel like that was the big moment where I felt like I had no one, and I started going off the rails.
Dad should have known better. I've talked to him about that. Never explode.
I haven't physically seen him in 11 years.
That hurts me dearly.
And that hurts me too.
I don't know what I could have done to make it different.
You could have protected me more. I wish, growing up that you were just there for me more. It's not fun feeling scared and all alone when you're a kid. I feel like you let me down. You should have been there for me.
I don't know what to say about that. I really don't. I wish I could have done things differently. This has been one of those days. Letting everybody down.
I was afraid this would happen. I just hope that I didn't just make things a whole lot worse. I'm packing right now to take a trip back to Oregon. Rick and Kat don't know I'm coming, and I'm hoping to surprise them when I show up. Kat's been having kind of a rough week, and the very first thing she said was I wish I could hug you. I miss them both so much, and I can't wait to show them how far I've already come, especially Kat. I haven't seen Kat since I left, so it's been 7 to 8 months. So she should see a huge difference in how I look. My weight loss had started to slow a little a few months ago, but I picked up the pace again this past month. So as hard as it was to start to talk to Mom, I guess that process is helping deal with the things that led me to eat. I still have hope that I'll be able to work things out with my mom, and even my dad eventually. But I know that's going to take time, and that means I have to stay focused on my journey to get healthy.
Thank you.
only thing I'm nervous about is the airport. I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk through the airport the whole entire time. It's been a really long time since I've tried to do anything like this on my own and go this far without any sort of help with me. My last experience was when I came to see Dr. Now, and I had Rick with me. But it nearly pushed me to my limit, and I almost didn't even make it, even with all the help I had then. So as excited as I am, I'm also worried that if I start to really struggle a lot, it will mean I did too much too soon. And if that happens, I'm not going to have anyone to help me. Last time there was no way I could walk through the airport at all. So this just shows my accomplishments paying off. So far I'm really tired. It's kind of taken a lot out of me. And I'm just a little bit weak. I'm hoping that my body can make it through the rest of today's travel. I knew I should have waited. I feel like I'm starting to get to my limit. So I need to get on the plane soon before I get to that point. Or it could get bad. Push myself to keep going and make it all the way here. But thankfully it wasn't too long before they let us board. And once I got on, I was able to catch my breath a little. So I'm really glad I did it and I made it here. But I'm feeling really exhausted from all this activity, and I'm ready to get home. But I still have a long drive ahead of me, so I need to just hold on a little longer. Thankfully, my friend Jamie is coming to pick me up. It's been a while since I've seen her, but when I called her to ask for help getting home, she told me she'd give me a ride. So I'm really thankful for that. But I'm really excited and anxious to get home and see my family and surprise them with my progress and show them that I was able to do this whole trip on my own. Dude, I'm so tired. Right now I'm freaking out because I'm so excited. I can't wait to see their faces and just love on them and be with them. I miss them so much. Right here, Jen's good. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm freaking out. I'm in a lot of pain. And I'm really sore. But all I care about is I'm about to see Rick now. And Kat soon too. And I can't wait. This is gonna be so great. Hi. Hi. Surprise. I missed you more. Sorry to make you cry. Come on in.
I'm just in shock because I wasn't expecting her to be here. So I'm really happy to see her. So how'd you manage to come back? I had no idea you were coming back.
I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah?
Flew out of Houston, walked through Houston, and we landed at Portland. Jamie picked me up because I wanted everybody else to be surprised. And then Kat has no idea.
She had no idea.
I was just close to surprising her at work, but...
And you kept telling me the whole time, I miss you. I'm so lonely. I miss you.
I am the queen of surprise.
I could tell she's lost even more weight since last time I seen her. So I can't express enough how proud of her I am, how much I love her, and how happy I am to see her doing so well.
need to take it easy for a bit, but I plan to cook dinner and surprise Kat. That way, when she comes home, I not only surprise her by being here, but by being up and active and taking care of my family just like I used to do as her mom. So I can't wait to see the expression on her face.
Hey kiddo, how you doing? How was work?
Good.
Good.
Once again, they overscheduled us.
Hi, baby.
What did I tell you?
Sorry. It's so much. I just miss you so much. Surprise! Are you surprised? Oh my god.
I didn't know it was invited either. You should have the door.
Oh my god, you look so good. You.
It feels amazing to see Mom home. I'm so happy that she's back, even if it's for a short period of time. I'm very proud of her. It's amazing how much weight she's lost and how healthy she's getting.
Thank you, Mom.
Welcome, sweetie. Thank you for all the times you cooked me dinner.
This is pretty neat. Have a little cup for us, huh?
You don't want any bread?
No, I'm good.
Good girl. The happiness and fulfillment and hope I feel right now are things I haven't felt in a long time. And I don't want to lose that because I started gaining again. It's not worth it. So I'm determined to make it to my goal. And I know the sooner I get there, the sooner I can come back here and be with my family for good again. Right now I'm headed back to see Dr. Now for my next appointment and find out how much I've lost over the last couple of months. I went up to Oregon and I was going to stay a month, but I ended up staying for 2. It was so good being back up there with my family. It was just hard for me to leave. So I missed my last appointment a month ago, but Dr. Now said it was fine as long as I stayed on track. So even though I've been away, it hasn't been a vacation because I've been working hard to do that. And I'm feeling confident my weigh-in will be good today. And hopefully I'll be able to get a bagging skin is really starting to cause me a lot of pain. Brianne? But Dr. Now told me I need to get down into the 300s before I'm ready for that. And if I stayed on track, I should have done that. Because at my last weigh-in 2 months ago, I was down to 447. And he told me at this point, I should be losing at least 30 pounds a month. So that means I should be at or below 387 today. So I'm really hoping I lost what I need. Holy moly. I may not have hit my goal for this month, but I still lost a lot. And I'm so excited to be in the 300s. It's been like 20 years since I've been this small. So seeing that felt really good. Come in.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Now.
Hey, Brianne.
How are you?
Doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing pretty great.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. But where's your mom?
I'm doing things on my own right now.
You're on your own now.
Yep.
Well, I'm proud of you for taking a step like that. And for not using that as an excuse to run back to food or doing less. But you were supposed to lose at least 60 pounds from your last weigh-in by today. You only lost 50.
Mm-hmm.
But considering your weight loss slow to losing only around 10 pounds a few months ago, I say this is a move in the right direction. So I'm happy with that. You lost almost 350 pounds at this point. Okay.
Wait, I should get 2 for that one.
Okay. With how much you have lost, you are ready for your first excess skin removal. Here you go. But it is a big operation, and you need someone there for you to help you once you go home. But you said that all you have is your mom here. So do you have any idea of reaching out to her in the near future and smoothing things over?
We're still trying.
Still trying?
Yeah.
That's understandable, but once you figure out someone to help you with your recovery, then we'll move ahead with your first excess skin removal from around your stomach. Is that a deal?
It's a deal. I like that.
You do good, and I'm proud of you, and I'll see you in a couple of months. If you need anything, just call us.
Okay.
You're doing great, okay?
Thank you so much again, Dr. Now.
You're welcome.
You're a lifesaver.
Okay, see you then. Brianne has done great, but there's still a lot of hard work ahead for her, and we'll be there to help her get back on track if that happens. And I'm convinced that even if she stumbles, Brianne won't let herself go down without a fight.
Conversations I prefer to avoid. I've already taken another step and reached out to my mom and had another conversation with her, and this time it went better. She even apologized for last time, so that was really encouraging. And she also said that she would be there for me and help take care of me if I have skin removal surgery. So I told Dr. Now, and he scheduled my surgery for a month and a half from now to coincide with when my mom can take time off of work for a couple of weeks and help me. And I can't wait, because this is going to be a huge step forward for me. Oh, I can't run. And I plan by this time next year to hit my target and move back to Oregon and be the mom I've always wanted to be. My life is starting to look like the way I dreamed it would for so